Have you ever wondered why some musicians can just hear a melody and instantly play it? Or why some players always seem to know the perfect note to land on? The secret isn't magic, it's intervals. And today I want to show you how they can transform your playing and take your musicality to the next level. Whether you're trying to solo, write better songs, or just understand music on a deeper level, learning intervals is one of the biggest game changers, but a lot of guitarists overlook them. Let's fix that. Most guitarists rely on memorizing shapes and tabs. And don't get me wrong, that works to a point, but it leaves a huge gap in your playing. When you only memorize patterns, you may find yourself feeling stuck in situations where you really need to use your ear, like improvising, for example. It's easy to rely on trial and error instead of knowing where the right notes are. This becomes especially frustrating if someone asks you to play something by ear, as it can feel completely impossible without the ability to recognize intervals. One of the biggest reasons for this struggle is that many guitarists never actually learn to recognize intervals, or rather the spaces between notes that make up every melody, chord, and solo you've ever heard. Without this understanding, music can feel like a collection of random sounds rather than a structured and intentional language. But once you start identifying and internalizing intervals, everything changes. Suddenly, you're not just following shapes, you're making music with a real sense of direction. Intervals are the building blocks of music. They determine how melodies move and help chords sound emotional, bright, melodic, melancholic, tense, or resolved. Every great musician, whether they realize it or not, uses intervals constantly to shape their playing and compositions. The best part is that once you start hearing intervals, you pretty much can't unhear it. Instead of guessing, you'll develop an intuitive understanding of where to go next on the fretboard. For example, if I play a C note and then jump to a G above it, I'm playing a perfect fifth. That same interval is what makes power chords sound so strong. Likewise, the opening two notes of Somewhere Over the Rainbow create an octave. While the iconic riff from Smoke on the Water moves in a minor third. The space between these notes define the melodies and harmonies that we recognize and love in music and how they feel. The more you understand these patterns, the easier it becomes to recognize them in anything you hear. So, how do we start learning intervals to be able to apply them into our playing? One of the best ways is to associate specific intervals with famous songs. Since many well-known melodies begin with distinct intervals, using them as reference points can make it much easier to identify and remember them in the beginning while you're still learning intervals and how they sound. For example, like we talked about earlier, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, that's an octave. Likewise, Here Comes the Bride starts with a perfect fourth. Right? And Jaws famously moves in a minor second motion. By linking intervals to familiar melodies, you create a mental library of sound relationships that make ear training easier to internalize, especially when you're starting out. Here are some of my favorite songs to use for association with each interval. Another great way to internalize intervals is by singing them. This might feel strange at first, but vocalizing the space between two notes helps bridge the gap between hearing and playing. Even if you don't consider yourself a singer, try humming or vocalizing an interval before playing it on your guitar. This direct connection between sound and movement will train your ears faster than just hearing them alone. That's a fifth. It's a third. A major third specifically. To further develop your interval recognition skills, practice transcribing simple melodies by ear. Instead of relying on tabs, try figuring out a melody note by note, using only your ears. This approach forces you to listen carefully to the distance between notes rather than focusing on fret positions. Start with simple, recognizable tunes and gradually work your way up to more complex music. As you progress, start recognizing intervals in everything you play and hear. Whenever you learn a new song, don't just memorize the notes. Analyze the intervals between them. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns and relationships that show up repeatedly in different styles of music. This ability to break music down into its fundamental components will make learning, improvising, and composing far easier. If you stick with this approach, your musical melodies will improve dramatically. You'll find that recognizing melodies by ear becomes second nature. Instead of guessing, you'll be able to jam and improvise with confidence because you'll understand how different notes connect harmonically. Your compositions will sound more intentional and expressive since you'll be crafting music with a deeper awareness of its structure. And beyond the technical benefits, this transformation will reignite your motivation and passion for playing. When you can hear a song and play it without needing tabs, it's a deeply rewarding experience. Instead of feeling stuck or frustrated, you'll feel empowered, knowing that your ears and fingers are working together in perfect harmony. This newfound confidence will make practicing feel exciting rather than tedious, and you'll begin to enjoy the creative freedom that comes with truly understanding music. So here's your next step. Choose one of the techniques and try it today. Whether it's associating intervals with famous songs, singing them before playing, transcribing melodies, or identifying them in music you already know, just pick one and start with it. Even a few minutes a day will make a difference over time, and the sooner you begin, the sooner you'll start seeing results. If you want to go even deeper with guitar knowledge, I've put together a free PDF guide called The Top 5 Must-Know Chords and How to Use Them. It's a great way to build on what we've covered today, and you can grab it using the link in the description down below. If this video helped you, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more guitar tips. If you want more guitar knowledge, check out this other video I made. And until next time, keep practicing.